Ready Player One, the new Steven Spielberg film, is almost here. And if the movie's anything like the new trailer, it will be stacked full of Easter eggs. So get ready for the hunt, Gunters. The Oasis is waiting. Hi everyone, I'm Tim Cash. Based on the novel by Ernest Cline, Ready Player One is the story of Wade Watts, played by Ty Sheridan, a young man who lives in the stacks of Columbus, Ohio, but thrives in the world of Oasis, the VR world that the majority of Earth's population plays in, and one that is dripping with 80s pop culture. Some of the very pop culture Spielberg gave birth to himself. Mark Rylance stars as Oasis creator James Halliday, an eccentric video game programmer who releases a video on the day of his death announcing that he's hidden an Easter egg somewhere in the virtual utopia. And the first person to find it will win his entire fortune, including the company that owns Oasis. The race is literally on. And in honor of the new trailer for the highly anticipated adaptation, here are director Steven Spielberg's 5 greatest Easter eggs from his most classic movies of all time. Number 5, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I hate snakes, Chuck! I hate them!
Spielberg directed this George Lucas production, and this continued an epic Easter egg ping-pong match between the two filmmakers. In the movie, if you look at the scene where Indy lifts the Ark of the Covenant out of its crate, you'll notice him standing beside a pillar decorated in hieroglyphics. Look closely. Notice a couple of familiar characters? Yep, that's R2-D2 and C-3PO. For years, the back and forth continued. In Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, several ETs show up in the Senate scene. And speaking of E.T., number 4, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. There are quite a few Easter eggs in E.T., from Elliot playing with Star Wars action figures to a Yoda Halloween costume. Boom, boom. As he looks out at all the people passing by, he gazes upon none other than the amazing Deborah Winger. Yep, that's her, dressed up in a monster mask and holding a dog.
Keep absolutely still.
Number 3, Jurassic Park. In this fan-favorite movie about dinosaurs being brought back to life, the most hated man from Seinfeld is here.
Hello, Newman.
To be hated once more is Dennis Nedry, the computer programmer looking to make a few extra bucks, but screws everything up. In this scene at the Jurassic Park Control Center, if you look very closely at Dennis's workstation, you might be able to see what he's watching. That's right, he's watching Jaws, another monster who would fit right in with the beasts of this park. Number 2, War of the Worlds. Nothing brings family closer together than an alien invasion.
Want jelly on this sandwich? I'm not hungry either.
And in this remake of the 1953 classic, when Tom Cruise reunites with his ex-wife's family, her parents step out on the porch. They are none other than Anne Robinson and Gene Barry, the original 2 co-stars from the 1953 film. And finally, coming in at number 1 is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. In another example of aliens wreaking havoc on human families, Richard Dreyfuss's character runs off to find the mothership, and when the ship makes its way over the mountain, take a look at what's hanging upside down. It's none other than R2-D2 again. Wow, Spielberg loves R2-D2, but then again, who doesn't? Well, that's it for us, our top 5 favorite Steven Spielberg Easter eggs. Do you have a favorite we didn't mention? And did you find our own little Easter egg? Hit us up on Twitter with the hashtag IMDbShow.